Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is putting a journal kit together sort of video. I don't really know what to call it. I am going to start off by showing you the paper pad collection that I'm going to use, and then I'll show you some of the bits that I've put together as a kit. And then what I'm also going to be doing is pulling some bits out of my stash that I think would go well with this collection. So let's have a look, shall we? So the first thing I am going to do is I have removed the insides to a book cover, and I wanted to use this Reader's Digest book cover for this journal. So I will be using the Stamperia Spring Botanic collection. Hang on. Sorry about that. That was the postman. So what I was about to say was it's 10 double-faced sheets, and they're 12 by 12, and they are 190, I'm assuming GSM. So hope you can see this is the paper collection that I will be working with. Love this page. I love the fact that it has plenty of cut parts in the collection as well. So the papers that I'll be using in here, look at that, will be, I need maybe a couple for interior pages, and then I think I'd need one or two for the exterior and inside pages. I haven't really decided how or what papers I'm going to be using yet, but some of these are absolutely gorgeous. I love this. I will admit that when I just found this collection in my Stamperia stash, I found I had two of them, which kind of made me a bit happy. And I also have just realised going through this paper pad collection that I've not fussy cut any of these already, and I thought I'd gone through all of my Stamperia and took out the cut parts and already cut them apart, but apparently I haven't. And then that's the back sheet, and then it shows you what's in it. So this is the collection I'll be using. I'm hoping I might get away with making two small journals out of this. Let me get my ruler. So this journal cover is 5.5 inches by just over 7.5 inches tall. So I'm hoping I might get away with maybe making two of the same size out of this collection. And then I pre-made some mini kits to do as like internal pages for the junk journal for a signature. I wasn't sure on which one to grab, so I grabbed two. Like I said, I am hoping to make two journals out of this, but I have only grabbed one book cover for just in case that's all I get out of it. I believe that maybe apart from envelopes, these kits should, and the fact that the two 6x6 papers I've put in here are different, they should all be the same. So in here I have got, let's go for the papers first. I have got a piece of tracing paper. I've got 3 different sized graph paper to go in here. I've got a couple of sheets of coffee dyed and tea dye paper. I might have to up the amount of tea dyed and coffee dyed paper I put in here, but that's them as well. I've got a piece of paper that was used to base like a tray that had like croissants and stuff on them. The place I used to work at was binning it all, so I nabbed it. I used this to do all my stamping and stuff on, so I thought that would make some interesting paper to go in it. Just a bit of a different tactileness to it. Same as this, that used to be the paper they lined the bread trays with when it come to like we'd get our fresh bread delivery on a Saturday morning. They used to line the bottom of the bread trays with this paper, and I used to pinch it before it went in the bin because I'd rather use it than see it go into the bin and get wasted. So that's that. Same as for these two bits as well. These used to keep hot loaves of bread in them that we used to sell. And then these were for things like sausage rolls and pastries and things. So I thought these would be quite cool to add as part of the signature. As well as these. They're little cookie bags that we used to use. So I nabbed that and I'm using them. I've got an old envelope that seems to have stuck itself down. But it's an old envelope that was probably heading to the trash. 6x6 piece of paper. This one's brown with I think roses on it, silver roses. And then I have a piece of cardstock that I believe was originally a birthday card, blank card, that I'll be using. And I believe this one is the exact same. Yeah, looking that way. The only things that are different in here is the envelope, the 6x6 paper, and again the card blank that's been used. So with that all in mind, I'm going to put this one to one side. So this is what I'll be working with, and I am now going to go through my stash and see if there's anything else that I can pull to go with the journal. Anything like tags or pockets or anything like that. So I hope you enjoy. I'll put you on fast forward with some music, and then I'll come back to you at the end and see what we've got. Speak to you in a bit. Bye. the back, I thought I would jump in at the end so I could go through what I've pulled from my stash together. So here we are, starting with some scrappy paper strips. Couldn't think of the words then. I'm just showing you the sort of patterns and colour palette that I've gone for with these. I think, oh, there goes the dog again. I think they went quite well with the collection. Here is some faux stamps that I've made. Got a few of them. The next thing I'm going to show you are these fabric tabs that I've made. I just punched out a load of tabs and then applied like a fabric cluster on top, and then done some thread and a button on there. Next thing I'll be showing you is the faux flare. No, I'm done with fabric clusters. So here's some of the fabric clusters I pulled from my little pot. I need to do some more of them. There's only a couple left. And here is the fake flare. These went quite well because I think I used a botanical page. That's the word. Out of a Tim Holtz collection. Here is some wood veneer that I have found in my stash that I thought would go well. What do we do now? Here is some of the page tabs that I've made. I thought the colours of these and the patterns of these went quite well with the collection. The next thing I'm going to show you is an envelope that I'd already made out of an old book page. Here is a couple of tabs I'd made. Need to make some more of them as well. Here's some Stamperia bits I had from a collection that I never used. Here's some journaling cards that we made in a previous video. And a pocket that we made. Here's some playing cards that I backed with some scrapbook paper. I haven't got any words today, sorry. I'm just showing you the playing cards. Here is a altered clocking in card. Here's some fabric tags that I'd made. Here's some pockets that I've made. Some of them were before the world of YouTube. So, back when I was just creating for the sake of creating. Here is some pocket tags I've made. And some plain tags. I'm hoping they'll fit. I haven't actually measured them. They definitely don't fit in there though. I think, oh no. Here's a snippet roll I've made that I thought would go quite well because there's quite a few planty, flowery based papers on there. Here's some book pages that not book pages, what are they? Bookmarks. Or belly bands that I need to alter and pretty up. There are some envelopes. Here's some more envelopes. More pockets. More envelopes. Some more Stamperia bits. There's quite a lot out of that collection I never used. I didn't realise that. Oh, nearly dropped it. Here's some tickets. Oh, that's a point. I haven't actually pulled any of my tickets. Better go grab some of them. Here's some pockets that I haven't altered. I'm just showing you they're them, but just not altered. Here is some index cards. A couple of clocking in cards. Some envelopes. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these. The bases are quite big on them. Some blank tags. And some more Stamperia bits. Oh, and we're coming to the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed this, and we will be making some bits to go in the journal and making the journal together. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll speak to you all again soon. So I'll speak to you again. Bye.